I'm Stefanny Romauli from English Literature Class C 2021. I would like to read a narrative text called The Origin of Surabaya. Once upon a time, in the northern part of East Java, there lived a scary giant crocodile. He was the ruler of the river and a predator who was feared by all of the animals in the forest near the river. The name of crocodile was Baya. He was very good at hunting, so all of the animals in the jungle were afraid of him. Baya lived in a river. In the sea, there lived a wild shark named Sura. He ruled the sea, and every fish were scared of him. However, Sura felt bored because he ate fish every day. He was curious about the river near the sea. One day he decided to go to the river. At the side of the river, there was a deer that was drinking water. Sura felt hungry, so he swam silently to the edge and jumped out of the water to catch the deer. Sura was happy to get such a delicious food. After eating the deer, Sura became addicted. The next day, he hunted back on the river and got a lot of food. After a couple of days, Baya became suspicious because it was harder and harder for him to find prey. He started investigating what was happening. When Baya saw Sura catch a little monkey in the river, Baya became angry. Hey Sura, what are you doing here? This is my territory. How dare you to snatch my prey? Sura was not afraid of Baya. He challenged Baya to a fight. Hey, I can look for food anywhere I want. It's not just your territory here. All animals are free to look for food here. Finally, a fight could not be avoided, and the fight began. Because both of them were strong, the fight was very long. For days, all of the animals in the forest were disturbed by the fight. They could not sleep. Finally, the two wild animals were exhausted. No one won and no one lost, because both of them were equally strong. Sura, we better end this fight. I'm too tired. So am I, Baya. Okay, let's end this battle. Sura, first, we need to limit our hunting area. The end of the river is the limit. Don't you break the line, or you will feel the consequences. Okay, Baya, I accepted this agreement. Sura finally left the river and returned to the sea. For months, the forest calmed down. There were no fights between Sura and Baya, but Sura felt uneasy. He longed to eat deer meat like before. There were a lot of fish in the sea, but it wasn't enough for him. He couldn't bear it, so quietly he swam towards the mouth of the river. Ah, if I look for prey near the river's mouth, Baya won't know because he lives farther up the river. Unfortunately, no prey approached the mouth of the river. Sura was tired of waiting. Finally, he swam up the river towards the forest. Sura wanted to go back to the jungle again. This time, he would be careful not to be caught by Baya. He, I will catch the prey and immediately bring it out to the sea. So Baya won't see me. He. The plan was successful, and for months, Sura hunted in the river without being discovered. Over time, Baya became suspicious because, again, his prey was reduced. But this time, he didn't see Sura on the river. But he believed this was Sura's doing. This must be Sura. Watch out, Sura. Then Baya prepared a plan. Baya found a deer but didn't catch him right away. Instead, he hurt the deer's leg so he couldn't run away. The deer was placed on the edge of the river. Then Baya hit a short time later. Sura swam up to the river and saw injured deer. He felt excited because the deer was fat. Wow, lucky me! Today I'll have an injured deer. He felt excited because the deer was fat. Wow, lucky me! I'll have a feast. Na 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 na. Just as he was about to bring the deer to the sea, suddenly Baya confronted him. Hey, you sure are stubborn and shameless, Sura. How greedy are you? Imagine the fish in the sea are abundant, but you are still hunting in my area.